Welcome to What's on My Table Thursday, brought to you by Malka'sGlowUp. Each week, it's all about creativity, style, and making bold moves. Let's get into it.
And Malka's Glow Up. We turn old to gold. Let's go.
Okay, so I have these clothes bags that I want to turn into a cape, like a barber's cape to go around me when I'm doing my hair. I already took the zipper out. I took the piping from the bottom there, and I also cut the top off. And this is it that I cut from the top. I have 3 of these, so what I plan to do is join them together so I get one continuous length. So I also have the piping that was right across here with the zipper. I have these and I'm going to use them. So I'm going to open them out like this. And this is another one. And then what I'm going to do is join them together like this, using this piping to stitch down the seam here to close it up. And I'm going to go to the machine and do just that. So that's one of the bag. And this is another one. I'm just going to put them together like this and then take the piping that I took off, make use of them, and just to hold the 2 pieces together I am going to put them together like this and just stitch them all the way down.
And Malka's Glow Up. We turn old to gold. Let's go. Don't throw it out. Bring it back to life. Glow up, glow up. Yeah, we make it bright. Stitch it, flip it, turn it brand new. Style so fresh, make the world go. Style it up. No waste in sight. Style it up. We make it right. One upcycle magic. Feel that vibe. Malka's Glow Up. Shine so bright. Thread that needle, make it pop. One by one.
So I finished joining all 3 of the clothes back together. So this is one continuous length. It's open on that end and open here. So whatever I need to join together, I will do that. What I need is the length. So once I finish doing that, I'm going to fold this over again. And I'm just going to fold it up to this point. Let me measure it to see how much that is. And that's about 23 inches. Every one is different, so you can measure less or more. Because what it is this short bit is going to the back. So at the back you really don't need a lot. So I think that's just enough. So right here is where I'm gonna cut for the neck. So I'm gonna measure down, not much because it has to be close to the neck. So I'll probably measure down about 8 centimeters. And then I'm gonna measure all the way around. So what it is, I'm trying to carve out the neck. What I'm going to do is just cut it out. So remember, this side is open all the way, right? So this is where I'm gonna close up this end now. So this is going to be like the center front. But first I'm gonna straighten that up. And because I fold it this way because it's one continuous length, this is on the fold, so I'm just gonna open this out. bottom here is open, this front is open, but this bit is what I'm going to close. The short bit here is already open, so that's fine. So what I'm going to do is close up that bit, and I'm going to close it up by using the piping that come off of it.
We never stop. Shine so bright. Thread and needle make it pop. Word by one, we never stop. Style it up, no waste inside. Style it up, we make it right. Upcycle magic, feel that vibe. Markers glow up, shine so bright. Thread that needle, make it pop. One by one, we never stop. Malka'sGlowUp, no waste, all taste. We turn old to bold. Let's go. And Malka'sGlowUp.
Just did that in the front. This is the neck area, so now I'm going to take my pins out. And I'm going to open it out so you can see. So I decided to put this on the mannequin so you get a better look as to what I'm doing and what it looks like. It's quite huge, but we can adjust it by cutting it down. Okay, so I'm much closer so you can see what it looks like. So first of all, let me show you the body. And with all these pipings here, it gives it a nice design. My focus is to be around the neck, and it's close enough under the neck. Then you can see the short edge here at the back. And I'm also going to curve the corners a bit, taking off a little bit on the sides. So I fold it in half here, because as I said, I'm going to curve the corner here for the front, and also curve this side at the back. Fold it in half and just bring one end over onto the other. So once you do that, you should have 4 pieces. Okay. So what I'm going to do, take my scissors and go around it. You can measure that if you like, but I'm just going to freestyle this. And as you can see, I still took off a bit on the side. You want it to cover you, so when you cut here or whatever you're doing, it goes right onto this and not on your clothing. Shorter side, I leave as it is. Then I'm going to focus on the neck and around the edges. I just straightened that side, that's all I did. Okay, so I'm going to focus on the neck here. So this neck here, I'm going to focus on it. What I'm going to do is use the piping, and I'm going to put that right around the neck. Okay, so I'm just going to take the piping, and all I'm going to do is just place it around the neck and stitch that.
We turn old to gold, let's go! Don't throw it out, bring it back to life. Glow up, yeah, we make it bright. Stitch it, flip it, turn it brand new. Style so fresh, make the world go. Style it up, no wasting sight, style it up. We make it right, one upcycle magic, feel that vibe. Malka's glow up, shine so bright. Thread that needle, make it pop. One by one, we never stop. Style it up, no waste in sight. Mine style it up, we make it right.
Okay, so I just finished the neck. And then I'm going to also make use of all the bindings if I can. If not, I'll just do regular stitching. And at the back, going straight down here, I'm going to put a piece of the binding going down the back.
Cycle magic, feel that vibe. Malka'sGlowUp, shine so bright. Thread and needle, make it pop. One by one, we never stop. Style it up, no waste inside. Style it up, we make it right. Upcycle magic, feel that vibe. Malka'sGlowUp, shine so bright. Thread that needle, make it pop. One by one.
What I'm going to do in order to close it is use Velcro, and I have my Velcro strips here. But before I do that, I need 4 strips about the length of the Velcro. Okay, so all these are the length of the Velcro, and why I want these is because I'm going to use these for extra support, so the Velcro can sit on this before I stitch it onto the cape. I'm going to use all of these strips, and I'm going to go around each and every one of them and stitch the binding.
One, we never stop. Style it up, no waste inside. We turn old to gold, let's go. Malka'sGlowUp, no turn all to gold. Let's go! Malka'sGlowUp and Malka'sGlowUp. We turn old to gold. Let's go! Don't throw it out, bring it back to life. Glow up, yeah, we make it bright. Stitch it, flip it, turn it brand new. Style so fresh, make the world go. Style it up, no wasting sight. Style it up, we make it right.
So this is what I'm going to do to all of them. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest and come right back. As you can see, I finished stitched the piping all the way around. Then I went ahead and stitched the Velcro to show you exactly what I'm doing. So this is one side of the Velcro. Then I'm going to take the other side and I'm just going to barely press it down onto that, right, just to hold it. Then I'm going to take one side of the pipe inside and place it on top of that. Then all I'm going to do is just grab the Velcro, peel it off so I know this is exactly where this one is going to be. Then I'm going to stitch that around.
Upcycle magic, feel that vibe. Malka's glow up, shine so bright. Thread that needle, make it pop. One by one, we never stop. Style it up, no waste in sight. My style up, we make it right. Cycle magic, feel that vibe. Markers glow up, shine so bright. Thread and needle, make it pop.
Alright, so we have the two sides here, so we know that this is the side for this. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and stitch the other Velcro on, and then I'm going to come right back. Okay, so we're going to be focusing on the back here, right? So I'm going to take my pieces and I'm going to place my pieces onto my back like this. I'm going to put a couple of pins, just to hold it in. And because this is plastic, I have to be careful. Right, so I'll just pin this here slightly. And what it is I'm going to do is stitch that all the way around, and just to secure it even further, I'm going to also stitch the Velcro down to double support this. Okay, so once that's done, this is the top. So I'm going to flip this over onto the inside. And here is where I'm going to put these. I'm going to do this and place some pins just to hold this in for now. So what is going to happen is this is going to come over. And so it might not go. It depends on how wide your neck is. So you'll have all of this to play with, right? do it like that because I want this to be in the correct place. So what I'm going to do is just place this down like that slightly. And just pull that off. So by doing that, this is going to be in the right place. Right, so now I have them pinned in the right place. I can double check before I stitch, because once it's stitched, that's it. So you see, this is what it is here. I'm gonna go to the machine and stitch these down. So just how I said I'm gonna stitch it, I'm gonna go around this piece and then I'm gonna give an extra stitch around the velcros.
We're my one, we never stop. Style it up, no waste inside. Style it up, we make it right. Upcycle magic, feel that vibe. Malka'sGlowUp, shine so bright. Thread that needle, make it pop. One by one, we never stop. Style it up, no waste inside. We turn old to bold. Let's go. Malka'sGlowUp, no waste, all taste. We turn old to bold. Let's go. And Malka'sGlowUp, we turn old to bold. Let's go.
Okay, so this is done. I finished stitch on the velcro and I went ahead and I just overlocked the hem, and I did it with the thread I have on. It gives it a different color, so that's fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the mannequin and we're gonna see what it looks like. So this is the final look, and you can see that the neck is quite close, so you won't have any hair or anything going down your back. And this is what the back looks like. I think it's really good. And for this mannequin, I only use the one velcro up here. The other set is here for the just in case factor, and that is the back right here. So the thing is, it's really big. You have a lot of coverage, and whatever I have to do, whether I'm dyeing my hair or cutting hair or whatever it is, I have a lot of coverage here, so there'll be no mess on the individual or myself. And this was made from clothing bags, so you can do things like this with what you have instead of buying the stuff. At least you'll get it the way you want it. I to put it on so you can see it much better on me than on the mannequin. So you can see the full coverage. Whatever you're doing to your hair, it wouldn't get onto your clothes, right? And also the neck, you can always adjust it if it's too tight, if it's too loose, to prevent anything from getting on your clothes. This only shows how you can upcycle various things in your home. I'm going to turn the back. And as you can tell here with the velcro, you have the option of making it tighter or making it much looser than it is. What I like about this is the pipings and how it's decorated on the material. Alright, so I do hope that you like this video and know that you can use what you have to create what you need. Thanks for tuning in to What's on My Table Thursday. Keep creating, keep styling. and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.